Breaking news on 41 Action News starts right now.
A missing one-year-old girl is now home safe. KCK police were searching for Shamaya Reed, and just moments ago, they found her safe. Here is video of her being reunited. And 41 Action News reporter Tom Dempsey was there at the scene. Tom, obviously, I know her mother very happy. What else can you tell us?
Well, Rhiannon, just minutes ago we spoke to the mother, and as you can imagine, just a terrifying afternoon for her earlier today. Now, finally, some relief. We spoke to her as she was holding Shamaya in her arms, very relieved she was home safe and sound. This was, of course, following when the grandmother showed up here in a car not too long ago and escorted Shamaya back inside. The mother really detailing us what happened this afternoon, and she said it all started when she started getting threatening phone calls from her ex-boyfriend, 18-year-old Ricardo Wheeler, who at this hour police are still searching for right now. She said, again, threatening phone calls were coming into her home earlier this afternoon when it seemed to her out of nowhere he showed up at her apartment and kind of barged himself in. They were arguing inside the apartment at the time when all of a sudden Ricardo grabbed Shamaya's diaper bag and grabbed her and then quickly ran off and got inside a car. Now, the mother telling us that there was a woman inside that car during this whole time, that Ricardo was inside the apartment, who was also bringing some threats inside to the mother, and she saw a gun inside the car. But again, Ricardo bringing Shamaya inside the car and then speeding off. Again, we spoke to the mother a short while ago, and she detailed exactly what happened.
When he was speeding off, my mom was coming up the street, so she saw him taking off. Then she tried to turn around and get him, but she couldn't catch up with him.
Again, police continue to search for the suspect, Ricardo Wheeler, 18 years old. The mother saying the criminal record of Wheeler unknown at this point, but police continuing to search for him tonight. Obviously a terrifying afternoon, as we were saying, for the parents, but obviously very relieved Shamaya is back home safe and sound right now. Live in KCK, I'm Tom Dempsey, 41 Action News.
Obviously very happy, Tom. Thank you for that. Here's what else is happening right now at 6:30. Let's update you. This just in, USA Gymnastics says every member of the board will step down. This comes as the U.S. Olympic Committee ordered them to resign after Larry Nassar's scandal. Nassar was the former gymnastics doctor. He was sentenced up to 175 years for sexually abusing more than 150 women. Today, former county executive Mike Sanders and his chief of staff pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud. According to federal prosecutors, between 2006 and 2014, Sanders would write checks for campaign activities. That money was never used for the intended purpose. Today, President Trump denying news reports he ordered the firing of special counsel Robert Mueller. He is the man leading the Russia investigation. According to reports, he did that last summer, but backed off after the White House counsel threatened to resign. Baseball season is just around the corner, and FanFest kicked off today at Bartle Hall in downtown KC. It is open to fans until 9 o'clock tonight and tomorrow from 11 to 7. Make sure to stop by the 41 Action News booth. We will be out there tonight and all day tomorrow as well. Speaking of which, Gary is live at FanFest, and I know, Gary, tomorrow you're bringing Sunny down. Today, Sunny's at home, but you're there enjoying the festivities.
And Sunny has been requested about 1,500 times, all right? But it's okay. Sunny will be here tomorrow, so come on out and see her 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock. I'll be out manning our booth. I'm here with the Snyder family. They're here. Is this a break or is this dinner? What is this?
This is a snack.
Is this a snack?
Yeah. We were getting ready to go stand in a line, so we thought we had to have a snack with us to go along.
And how's FanFest been for you, Brock?
Really good.
Really? What's your favorite part so far?
Getting this hat.
Getting his new hat, yeah.
How about you?
I just like seeing everybody. It's really fun.
All right, that's Aubrey and Brock Snyder, fans out here at FanFest. That's what it's all about. The fans. Take a look at our current temperature. It is now 56 degrees. It is a great Friday night in the Big Town. Say Friday night in the Big Town.
Friday night in the Big Town.
That's right. It is Friday night in the Big Town. Rhiannon will come back in a minute. We'll look at the forecast. Mick Schaefer will join me. And it's quite an interesting experience out here. I absolutely love it.
One of my favorite events, Gary. Thank you. We'll come back to you in just a little bit. Developing right now, 6 years after this 10-month-old little baby girl went missing, her parents are still hopeful tonight that she will return home. And now a new age progression photo, it's the one on the right, shows what baby Lisa Irwin, could look like today. And today, 41 Action News sat down with her parents.
We just got it this past Tuesday, and we are anxious isn't the right word, but we're anxious to get her back on TV and remind people that she's still out there.
Her parents are hoping to get this photo out to the public, hoping that it could help bring her back home. Baby Lisa disappeared from her Kansas City home in 2011.
It's difficult to see other people that have been abducted or missing, and they come home, and I have to ask myself, you know, as happy as I am for them and their loved ones that, you know, they've made it home, you always want to see that. But I do ask myself, when is it going to be Lisa's turn? When are we going to get to have our baby back?
This year, Lisa Irwin will turn 7 years old. Outrage after a postal worker was caught on camera dumping mail. Take a look at these images showing a mailman throwing mail into a dump site. 41 Action News reporter Charlie Keegan went to that site at 45th and Garfield and met with the man in charge of investigating dumping crimes.
Well, let me give you a look here around 45th and Garfield. The city calls this one of its top 3 illegal dump sites, and you can see all sorts of trash here. But what we noticed this morning, as you look down the embankment, down the hill here, actually a couple of representatives from the USPS are here, and they're cleaning up some of the mail that the city found here. Now, I want to talk to Alan Ashurst, who is the city's illegal dumping investigator and specialist, and I just tell us a little bit about how you discovered what appears to be mail being dumped here by a Postal Service employee.
Sure. I was looking through our surveillance camera footage and noticed a mail vehicle sitting here, which is not unusual. A lot of people take their breaks here. But once he left, I found some mail that wasn't here when he pulled up. Just little white letters like you would see in your mailbox. Looked a little suspicious, so I came out here and I started taking a look around, and I found some letters and stuff like that. But then I started noticing a trail of flyers and other things lead me to the side of this hill here, where there's just bundles and bundles of mail that were dumped down the side of this hill here.
And now what's it like to see this morning, the USPS here actually cleaning some of it up?
Well, it's fantastic. It could sat here for, until the city cleans this area up once a month on its own. You just can't afford to come out and clean it up every darn day, or we would be.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Alan. And Alan was telling me that he'll send out a court summons to the individual there who was on surveillance camera dumping this mail. And then I did speak with the USPS, and the spokesperson said that this is not consistent actions that represent the values of the Postal Service, and they are investigating these claims, and they could not comment any more until their investigation is complete. In Kansas City, I'm Charlie Keegan, 41 Action News.
This story is on our Facebook page. You can check out the pictures for yourself, and you can also leave your thoughts as well. We'll be right back.